Carrie Underwood, Smoke Break.
New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7. Brian here to hang out with you overnight. It's another Howlin' Prowlin' weekend. Thanks for having us on. I wonder if Miranda Lambert is over Blake Shelton yet. What do you think? Over you on the Wolf. New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7. Brian here overnight with you for this Howlin' Prowlin' weekend. We really appreciate you having us on. Did you catch any of that Thursday night football game between the Bills and Jets the other night? Apparently it was a bit rough for anyone who's colorblind because the Jets were wearing all green and the Bills were wearing all red Christmas colors, although that wasn't what it was for. It was a campaign to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the league's first ever TV game shown in color. The only problem is 13 million Americans are red and green colorblind. That was the only two colors that were on the field, so they couldn't see much. Sorry if you're colorblind. Hopefully you were able to enjoy the game anyway. Coming up, I have Randy Houser, Blake Shelton, and Old Dominion, New Country, the Wolf. New Country the Wolf presents Old Dominion at Case Canalside in Jordan on Saturday, December 19th, part of the Wolf Indoor Concert Series. Tickets online at casecanalside.net. More info, wolf1051.com. Break up with him on the Wolf.
Hey, Chris Young, I'm coming over.
New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7, 98.3 for downtown Syracuse. Brian with you for another Howlin' Prowlin' weekend. Thanks for having us on. Hopefully you didn't have any bad luck on Friday the 13th. Mine seemed to go all right. Good luck for the most part. Dirk Bentley, Riser, New Country, the Wolf.
Dan and Shay, nothing like you.
New Country, the Wolf, Brian here, and if you want to go to New York City to do some holiday shopping, we're going to stuff the bus Monday, December 7th. Tickets are $65 at wolf1051.com. Kenny Chesney. New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7, and 98.3 for downtown Syracuse. Brian hanging out with you for this Howlin' Prowlin' weekend. Ready for some SU football this weekend? They're taking on number 1 Clemson at the Carrier Dome Saturday at 3:30. That game will be shown on ABC, News Channel 9 here in Syracuse. Syracuse 3-6, and they must win their final 3 games to have any hope for a bowl game. Clemson, going to be a tough one to beat. They're 9-0. They're undefeated. And they already clinched their ACC Atlantic Division title last weekend. So hopefully we can pull off a victory here at home, but it's going to be a tough one, that's for sure. Go Orange, though. Eli Young Band, Brad Paisley, Blake Shelton, all on the way. New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7. New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7. What's going on? It's Brian hanging out with you overnight for this Howlin' Prowlin' weekend. I'm browsing Syracuse.com right now, and this headline of an article just caught my eye. I didn't read the article, but the headline is pretty funny. It says, Rex Ryan, who's currently the Bills coach, Rex Ryan says getting fired by the Jets was like getting dumped by a girl, but the players say the Bills are a hotter girl. So, Rex Ryan, guess he made the right move coming to Buffalo, huh? And Blake Shelton gonna on the Wolf. New Country, Wolf, Brian here. And how about that new hit by Luke Bryan you just heard there? Home Alone featuring Karen Fairchild from Little Big Town. Great song. I love it. Tim McGraw's up next on the Wolf.
Cole Swindell, let me see you, girl.
New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7. Brand new music from Chris Jansen coming up right after Kip Moore. Hey, Pretty Girl. New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7.
Jenna Kramer, I got the boy.
New Country, the Wolf. It's Brian hanging out with you overnight. Another Howlin' Prowlin' weekend. That's the newest music and country artists all weekend long. Speaking of country artists, did you catch Carrie Underwood's interview on Ellen the other day? Check this out.
You have a brand new little baby. Well, he's not brand new. How old is he?
He's new enough. He's 8 months.
8 months old.
Yeah.
And how's it being a mom?
It's great.
Yeah?
He's the sweetest and smiliest baby I think ever. So that's a blessing when you're like waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning and he's like smiling at you, and this makes it not so bad.
Well, he must wake up crying before he's smiling, because why would you wake up at 3?
Right.
Yeah.
He kind of whines.
I'm sure all you parents out there have been there and done that. I have Carrie Underwood herself coming up in less than 10 minutes, but first we'll have Blake Shelton coming up next. New Country Wolf on a 5.1, 96.7. It's smoke break time. Carrie Underwood, New Country Wolf on a 5.1, 96.7.
Break up with him, Old Dominion.
New Country the Wolf, I'm Brian hanging out with you overnight. Another Howlin' Prowlin' weekend. Thanks for having us on. By the way, we want to stuff the bus. It's our annual New York City holiday shopping trip. We're going to do that Monday, December 7th. Tickets online at wolf1051.com. They're only $65. Randy Houser, we went on the Wolf.
Chris Young, I'm coming over.
New Country, The Wolf, Brian hanging out with you for this Howlin' Prowlin' weekend. Brand new music from Joe Nichols coming up in less than 5 minutes. But first, Dierks Bentley, Drunk on a Plane on The Wolf.
Brothers Osborne, stay a little longer.
New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7, 98.3 for downtown Syracuse. Brian hanging out with you overnight. Thanks for having us on this Howlin' Prowlin' weekend. Well, Thanksgiving coming up in just about a week and a half now. It'll be here before you know it. And if you want to buy some fresh, locally raised turkeys for Thanksgiving, here's where you can go around central New York to get one. You can go to the WW Longhorn Ranch. That's in Bernards Bay. It's $3.90 per pound for a turkey. You can go to the Oink and Gobble Farm here in Syracuse. That's at the Central New York Regional Market. That's $4 per pound for a turkey. And you can also go to the Syracuse Real Food Co-op. That's on Kensington Road here in Syracuse. That's $2.99 a pound for a turkey. So there you go. Thanksgiving, be here before you know it. Luke, Brian, Carrie Underwood, Dan, and Shay all coming up. New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7. New Country, The Wolf, Brian with you, and it's time for today's stupid fact. In Cleveland, Ohio, it is illegal to catch mice without a hunting license, so no mouse traps without a license there. Dan and Shay on The Wolf. New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7. It's Brian, and if you've heard Thomas Rhett's new album, Tangled Up, you know it's a great album. All the songs are good, but if I had to pick a favorite, I think it's this one, Die a Happy Man on The Wolf. New Country, The Wolf, it's another Howlin' Prowlin' weekend. Good Saturday morning to you. It's Brian. It's November 14th, and that also means it's Operating Room Nurse Day, a day to honor all of our nurses. So shout out to all of you nurses, including my mom, Parmalee on The Wolf.
Jason Aldean, gonna know we were here.
New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7. It's Brian. Thanks for having us on this Howlin' Prowlin' weekend. It's the newest music and country artists all weekend long. So if you're placing a bet and it was an 88-year-old woman with a gun versus thieves, who do you got? Apparently there was an 88-year-old woman in Miami who defended her home by firing her gun at some thieves who were trying to break into her house. She shot through the front door, which was enough to scare the robbers off. So if you betted on the woman, congratulations, you just won some money. Jake Owen, Tyler Farr, Cole Swindell, all coming up. New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7, 98.3 for downtown Syracuse. New Country, Wolf, if you didn't get the chance to win those tickets with Skip Clark yesterday afternoon to the Luke Bryan show on April 9th, don't worry, they're now on sale at Ticketmaster locations and the Carrier Dome box office. They start around $30. It's going to be a great show.
Carrie Underwood, Smoke Break.
New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7. It's Brian stepping out for the day. Hope you have a great Howlin' Prowlin' weekend, though. Big D and Bubba coming your way with the weekend wake up around 6 a.m. I'll leave you with Cam, New Country, Wolf 105.1, 96.7.
Dream about a bird